everyone, my name is Dani and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you my July TBR, which is going to feature some prompts from some pretty cool read-a-thons happening during this month, so let's go and get into it. I don't usually post TBR videos, but I'm going to try to keep myself on track for this reading month, because I've been in a bit of a reading slump basically since I kind of have been in school, but I did just recently read An Ember in the Ashes, and I will link the reading vlog that I did for this book up in the cards for you to watch if you're interested. And I do attribute this book to getting me out of my reading slump, so I want to keep into the theme of like keeping reading and getting on this YouTube channel again. So the first read-a-thon, which I'm super excited for, that I'm going to be participating in is called Summerween. It is hosted by Olivia Reads a Latte and Gabby Reads. I love like October and like spooky month, so I like that we're introducing a little bit of the spook a little bit earlier in the year. This read-a-thon will be taking place from July 2nd to July 8th, and overall you're kind of encouraged to read like paranormal, mystery, thriller kind of books. So let's get into the prompts. So the first prompt is to read in the dark, but I didn't really have a paranormal book that I wanted to read specifically for this prompt, but I do think I'm going to continue with the Ember in the Ashes series by reading A Torch Against the Night, or I'm going to be reading Girl Serpent Thorn, which I have just started, so I might continue that for this prompt. We'll see. Maybe this one, just because it's a little bit shorter of a book, so we'll see. The second prompt is to read a paranormal book, and for that I've chosen Shudder. The main character in this book has grown up since childhood to hunt monsters that are both from the physical world and from the spiritual world. So this book definitely fulfills the paranormal stuff. I don't know too much else about it other than that I saw it recommended on a bunch of sites that I was looking for horror recommendations, and a lot of people like this one. So I'm going to read this one. The third prompt is to read a horror book. So one of the horror books I picked up is Horrid by Katrina Lino, because a long time ago I read one of Katrina Lino's other books, Everything All at Once, and I really liked that, but that was more of a contemporary. So I want to see how she does with like more of horror. And I also got a book called My Sister the Serial Killer, and I bought that for my Kindle app on my iPad, and that one just sounded like essentially like a Criminal Minds episode, and I really like to watch Criminal Minds, so I want to see how good this book is. And if you guys have recommendations for other books that are essentially like mysteries and thrillers that give a similar vibe to like a show like Criminal Minds or NCIS or something like that, hit me up with those recommendations, because I'd love that. But I'm excited to read this one. The fourth prompt is to read a book with Halloween colors on the cover. So for this I'm reading Burn Our Bodies Down by Rory Power. I've heard very good things about Rory Power's work. I found this book when I was scrolling through Goodreads through people I follow to see if they had any recommendations for horror, paranormal, mystery kind of books, and I really like Bookish Realms recommendations, so I looked on their Goodreads and I found this book, and they gave a 5-star review, and I really trust their reviews because they're librarians, so they have to read a lot of books. So if they give a 5-star, you know, I have high expectations for this book. So this is the book with Halloween colors that I'm going to read for this read-a-thon. And the last prompt is to bake or make a drink that goes with your spooky read. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to make yet, but I do like to bake, so I think I may make like cookies or cupcakes or something of that nature, and I will be sure to include that in my vlog, so be sure to look out for that. And the second read-a-thon that I'm going to try to participate in this month is called the Name-A-Thon. It is hosted by Liv and Ollie over on Twitter. They're both named Olivia, but they do not go by Olivia, which I think is really funny. Essentially, the idea of the read-a-thon is to read books that start with the same letter of your first name. So I'm going to be reading Darius the Great Is Not Okay. I picked this book up a couple months ago from Barnes & Noble, so I figured, you know what, that was a good time to start reading this book. I also have another book that I just recently picked up, Take a Hint, Dani Brown. I know it doesn't start with the letter D, but it does have Dani in the title. So I don't know if it like really qualifies for the read-a-thon, but I've been looking forward to picking this book up. So I'll see if I get to this one this month, and it's really funny that we just happen to have the same nickname. So that, guys, is my TBR for the month of July. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the books that I'm going to read. Let me know what you're going to read during the month of July. Let me know in the comments down below. Any other read-a-thons that are happening this month that I should know about that are also happening, let me know as well. Keep an eye out for reading vlogs during the month of July, where I'll be featuring some of these books and some reviews of these books hopefully this month as well. So I hope you guys have a fantastic day, night, wherever you are when you're watching this video, and I will see you guys all later. Bye!